All right, guys, we're back here with Mario in Yakima, Washington. How's it going, Mario?
Good, how you doing?
How's your morning been?
Cold.
When I came up to you, you were doing a fire. How long you been stoking a fire out here, bro?
For the last 6 hours?
Dang. Have you been like sleeping out here in the cold?
Yes.
Um, where do you usually sleep at night?
Wherever I can find a spot at.
Dang. Yeah, have you ever gotten frostbite or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
And how do you deal with that kind of stuff?
The best I can. Try to find some heat as soon as possible.
Do you usually get in trouble for stoking fires, or did the cops like?
Me personally, I haven't got caught.
Oh, okay.
Other people have, but I haven't.
And what do the cops do, bro? Like if you do stoke a fire?
I'm not, like I said, to
You
me,
haven't gotten caught
I
yet.
haven't gotten caught, so. But from what I hear, they generally trespass people,
Uh.
or the second time, I guess they arrest them.
Oh, okay. And are you from Yakima?
Yeah.
How old are you?
42.
42?
Yep.
Oh, okay. How long have you been on the streets?
For the last 4 years.
What happened? What kicked it off?
Drugs.
What kind of drugs?
It started off with prescription drugs from a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got cut off by the doctor, cold turkey. And so in order to keep, the pain off, I went and found drugs on the streets.
What were you prescribed the drugs for?
For my back, I was hurt at work.
Oh, shoot. So that's what started, and you got hurt at work?
Correct.
What happened at work?
There was a big beam that landed on my foot, and I went to try to catch it, hurt my back, and from there it just started slowly. Like they were prescribing me about 60 Vicodin a month, and it stopped at 240 Vicodin a month, and they just cut me off cold turkey.
Wow.
And I couldn't deal with the pain. I couldn't deal with the withdrawals, and so I went and found painkillers on the streets.
And what kind of painkillers?
What kind of painkillers was I prescribed, or what kind
On the streets.
Well, first it was just Vicodin, Percocets,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just slowly progressed to fentanyl.
How many fentanyl do you do a day?
It depends on how strong they are, honestly. So anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 a day.
How much do they cost out here in the streets?
It depends how many you buy. Anywhere from $2 to $10.
And how does it make you feel when you're on them, bro?
It takes my pain away. So
Your back pain?
oh yeah. So I don't. For me personally, I don't feel high. I don't get all dozy and nod off and all that bullshit. Like I said, to me it just takes my pain away, and I'm ready to go. I feel normal.
How long does it take before you start withdrawing?
Anywhere from 4 to 6 hours.
And what symptoms do you get when you start to withdraw?
You start the runny nose, the watery eyes, the chills, the aches, sometimes diarrhea, those kind of things.
Do you have any children?
I do.
Do they ever come and check up on you?
They do.
That's good. Does your any other family members come and check up on you?
Just my kids.
Just your kids? How old are your kids?
I have a 24-year-old and a 22-year-old.
Oh, okay, so they're already adults.
Correct.
What do they tell you when they come and check up on you?
They just make sure I'm okay, still alive,
That's
still
good, bro.
breathing.
That's good that you have that support,
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people, bro, that I do a lot of interviews,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of people that don't have that support.
Correct.
So that's a good thing. So how was your life, bro, before you injured your back? You said that you worked. How
Yeah.
was it before? You never did drugs, or how was?
I mean, I tried drugs as a teenager, like I'm assuming like anyone else,
Yeah.
But I mean, I played basketball, football, soccer in school. I graduated from high school. I worked at a company here in Yakima called Adventure. I was there for 9 years. I was a manager there for 7 years. And like I said,
Just because, so you would attribute it to you injured your back. You started it on the pills.
correct,
That you were prescribed.
correct,
Wow.
yeah.
And what kinds of things have you had to deal with as a result being out here in the streets?
Everything from being robbed to freezing to going to jail, everything you can think of that goes on the streets.
What have you had to go to jail for? Trespassing or?
Trespassing, correct.
That's the most common thing.
Correct.
For sure, bro. How do you stay positive being out here in the streets?
One day at a time, man. You know, you can't say I've had one full day that it was just a great day. You know, you have moments, and you find good people to surround yourself with, and you just have good moments. You don't really have a whole good day or anything like that. You just have moments.
How would you say homeless people treat other homeless people?
For the most part, we treat each other well. It just every once in a while you get a bad apple, you know,
Yeah.
and you got to deal with that.
What's the craziest thing that you had to endure or see being out here in the streets?
People being killed.
You've seen people being killed out here?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, for what? What happened?
I'd rather not talk about that. So.
It's all good, bro. What other stuff have you had to deal with?
Like I said, from being robbed to going to jail, fucking starving, you know.
How often do you go without eating?
It depends. Every day's different, you know. You can go from 24 hours to 36 hours to 2 hours to half an hour.
Is
So
there
you-
people that pull over in Yakima and, like, give you food, give you things?
There's people from churches that come by all the time.
That's
Well, not all the time, but they come by and they feed a lot of us.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And how do you feel that average people treat the homeless?
Average people, they don't treat us well. They just like we're frowned upon, you know. They
Yeah.
just it's like stay away from me, get away from me type stuff.
What plan do you have short term to be able to get out of your current situation?
I'm hoping to go into this program to detox and kick these pills, and then hopefully get back into the workforce. So
That's good, bro.
yeah.
Have you ever tried methadone or anything like that?
I have not. No.
And what message do you have for the youth about homelessness?
About homelessness, keep your butts in school. Don't become homeless. Stay off drugs, and listen to your parents, man.
What message do you have for your family if they end up seeing this video?
Just that I love them. Stay strong, and hopefully I'll be home soon.
I forgot to ask, bro. Like, did you have a house or did you have an apartment? How else was your life?
Yeah, I had a house, I had cars, I had everything. Yeah, I had a 401k. I had,
401k.
yeah, I had everything.
That's very common though, bro. That people get prescribed pain pills and they go into the fentanyl. You know.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with doing a follow-up interview in the future?
Yeah, that's fine.
And would you be okay with me posting this on YouTube?
Sure.
Thank you, bro.